In this video, we're going to look at how the campaign player works. After a campaign is loaded, the player can be invoked from the Reports menu. Let's look at each component of the player individually and then go in more details. The channeled playback can be selected from the combo box at the top left. The report settings can be changed by clicking the cog button to the right. Below the channel selector, there is a button to toggle audio recording playback as well as a volume slider. The current listener experience, usually a logo or album cover, is displayed in this square. The radio text is displayed next to it. And the view meter is on the right if the level data has been recorded. Another campaign that includes these data points will be shown at the end of this video. Below, the metrics table lists the metrics with recorded data for this channel, as well as the model data. The current metric selected is highlighted in blue. Below the table is the Spectrum Analyzer's bar graph showing the field strengths of the channel frequency bands as well as the adjacent channels. On the right, the map control displays the current point with a pulsing red circle, as well as all the selected metric points following the legend at the bottom right. Below the map, the position control show the index of the selected point, its timestamp and position. Below, the interactive metric graph can be found, which show all the data for the selected metric. The vertical red line on the left is the position cursor and the hashed vertical blue lines represent large time discontinuities. Below the graph, the transport controls can be found. And at the bottom right is the Generate Report button that will quickly create a report for the selected metric. Now, let's interact a little bit with the player. To select another metric, left-click on its name with the mouse. Notice that the metric graph and the map show the data for the new selected metric. Alternatively, you can also use the up and down arrow keys to select adjacent metrics, or page up, page down to go to the top or the end of the list. The map can be zoomed in and out via the mouse wheel. Alternatively, the scroll bar to the right can also be used to zoom. A double left mouse click anywhere on the map will recenter it to that location. Dragging the mouse while left-clicking pans the map. Playback can be started by clicking on the play button in the center. Pressing it again stops it. The skip back and skip forward buttons skip one data point backward and forward respectively. Keeping the button pushed will repeat the skip. And if the shift button is pressed, the player skips 10 points instead of just 1. The backward and forward buttons controls the playback speed, which can be up to 256 times real-time forward or backward. The playback speed and direction are shown on the playback button. Stopping playback resets playback speed to real-time. Pressing the rewind button while playing back at real-time will reverse the playback to go backward in time. Finally, the skip buttons are used to skip 1/10 of the whole timeline. The metric graph can also be used to change the current position. A double left or right mouse click on the graph will move the red cursor at that point. You can also drag the cursor while left-clicking it to scrub the timeline. The graph can also be zoomed via the mouse wheel. Alternatively, page up and page down keyboard keys can also be used to zoom in and out of the graph. When zoomed in, dragging the mouse with the right button down will pan the graph. Left and right arrow keys can also be used to pan the graph. A more granular panning can be achieved by also clicking the Control key along with the arrow keys. To zoom in to specific region, dragging the mouse while right-clicking and pressing the Control key can be used. Finally, double right-clicking the mouse while holding the Control key will fully zoom out the graph. To get a quick report of the selected metric, simply click on the Generate Report button as such. By default, Nomad will create KML and PNG maps, which you can review by clicking on the appropriate button. Here's another campaign to show the artist experience and view meter controls in action as well as audio recording playback.
Damn it.